Welcome back. In some national updates now. After the Prime Minister came out in Home Minister Chidambaram's support, the BJP attacked him again today. The BJP questioned what they call the compulsion to protect Chidambaram, even after Pranab's ministry criticized his role in the 2G spectrum allocation. Now, the BJP hinted that the Prime Minister wanted to stop the scam shadow from reaching the Prime Minister's office.
The BJP would like to know from the Prime Minister, Dr. Manmohan Singh, is your confidence in your ministerial colleague more important, or a fair, impartial and transparent investigation in the worst scam since independence is more important, that is 2G. And the Prime Minister has not examined the issues on merit at all. What is the compulsion to express unilateral confidence in Mr. Chidambaram? When acknowledged number 2, Mr. Pranab Mukherjee is having reservations about his role. Skeletons are fighting skeletons and rocking the boat of UPA. How long, Mr. Prime Minister, you will keep quiet?
Well, moving ahead now, the general strike by pro-Telangana groups for over 10 days now has virtually paralyzed life for people in Telangana districts of Andhra Pradesh. Now, the government estimates revenue lost at several hundred crore rupees. Ordinary people are badly affected with business hit because of power cuts, no transport and many services crippled. Now, with buses off the road, 84 lakh commuters are suffering, and with colleges and schools closed, 30 lakh students are out of their classrooms.
Syed Hamid has been losing business ever since the general strike by pro-Telangana groups began 10 days ago. Even today, only 2 of his 9 employees have turned up for work.
वर्कर को जब काम पे बुला रहे हैं तो टाइम पे बसेस नहीं है बोल के वो लोग नहीं आ रहे टाइम पे. ऑलरेडी बसेस बंद है बोल के 4 दिन से वर्कर नहीं आ रहे. जब काम कर रहे हैं हम लोग, हमारे को पावर नहीं मिल रहा टाइम पे. तेलंगाना आंध्रा का क्या है एक अलग इशू है, लेकिन अभी तो हम लोग गरीब आदमी मर जा रहे.
Life has been thrown out of gear for most people in the Telangana districts. Some 10,000 RTC buses have stopped plying, paralyzing public transport. From government employees to students and teachers, huge groups have been out on the road. The strike at Singareni Collieries has crippled output at the NTPC plant at Ramagundam, so the state is reeling under power cuts.
ఈ సమ్మె వల్ల కేంద్రం తీసుకునే నిర్ణయం ఎటువంటి ప్రభావం ఉండదు. ఈ సమ్మె వల్ల ఇబ్బంది పడుతూ ఉండేది పేద ప్రజలు, పేద విద్యార్థులు.
Telangana Congress leaders are now planning to take the battle to Delhi beginning Monday. In Hyderabad, Uma Sudhir, NDTV.
Now, moving ahead, a bitter war of words has broken out between the US and Pakistan. Pakistan's Foreign Minister Hina Rabbani has hit back hard at the US after its defense chief told the Senate that recent attacks in Kabul had an ISI hand. Now, Ms. Rabbani said that the US could lose an ally. It could not afford to alienate Pakistan, is what she said. Take a look.
Escalating an already bitter row with the United States, Islamabad has now warned Washington that it risks losing an ally if it continues to accuse Pakistan of playing a double game in the war against terror. The angry statement comes after comments by America's top military officer, Admiral Mike Mullen, who has openly accused the ISI of helping the Haqqani terror group in Afghanistan, including last week's attack on the US embassy in Kabul.
You will lose an ally. You cannot afford to alienate Pakistan. You cannot afford to alienate the Pakistani people. If you are choosing to do so, and if they are choosing to do so, it will be at their own cost.
Earlier, speaking to NDTV in New York, where she's attending the UN General Assembly, Pakistan's foreign minister said it was her country that was the real victim of terrorism.
Pointing fingers at each other will not help. Finding scapegoats in this will not help.
Mullen's statement to the US Senate is the most serious allegation leveled by the United States against Pakistan since they began an alliance in the war on terror a decade ago.
The Haqqani network, for one, acts as a veritable arm of Pakistan's internal services intelligence agency. With ISI support, Haqqani operatives planned and conducted that truck bomb attack, as well as the assault on our embassy. We also have credible intelligence that they were behind the June 28th attack on the Intercontinental Hotel in Kabul and a host of other smaller but effective operations.
The Haqqani network's ties to the ISI are no secret here in India, with Indian interests repeatedly targeted by the terror group in Afghanistan. What has come as a surprise is the unusually strong public war of words between the US and Pakistan, now that the Americans have been hit. With Sarah Jacob, Nidhi Razdan for NDTV.
Well, moving ahead now, of course, in other developments, we'll come back to that in just a bit. And of course, the tunes of Airam Aribu have reached Chennai and have Chennaites swaying. We bring to you more of the beat bouncing music that's up on the other side.